Do you want to have the ultimate control over your life? Welcome to Take Control with Whitney Wells, where we will explore all topics of life that we try and control, what this creates for you, and how to have successful relationships all while empowering yourself. Keep listening and let's have some fun. Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 33 of Take Control with Whitney Wells. So, I've been having some microphone trouble for these podcast episodes, and I'm trying to figure out what will work best, so hopefully this sounds okay for you. Alright, so before I get started, I want to invite you to a free masterclass that I am teaching on February 10th at 12 noon Eastern Time. I'm going to give you the number one way to be in control of your life. So if you're feeling tired of feeling frustrated with the people or the world around you, I urge you to join me so I can give you this simple shift that I used that changed everything for me. I want to give it to you. It's going to be super fun. There's going to be some coaching afterwards. So if you have anything you want to get coached on, bring it to this class. We're going to have some fun together. All right, so today we're going to talk about what really matters to you. Such a fun topic. So this question, it's a simple question, right? It's a simple question, but it is so powerful, as it can be used to redirect your mind and refocus on what is most important to you so that you can respond or react or simply do things in an intentional way, in a deliberate way. This question, when asked, can give you the answers so that you can live into what are your true wants and your true desires. So, in life, we all go through life, and we have our daily occurrences, daily routines. Things are happening, we have thoughts, we have feelings, we're taking some actions, and sometimes life moves fast, right? Sometimes we get lost in what's happening or not happening around us. Sometimes we focus on what we don't truly want, and we lose focus on what we truly desire and want. Sometimes we may feel as though we are caught in the quote-unquote middle of everything, right? And our emotions are kind of in control of us. They're consuming us. And we're kind of along for the ride. But with this simple question, you can take that control back and you can be clear and focused. This simple question helps me to put space between me and what's going on around me, so that I can have clarity and I can focus on what is truly important to me. This simple question helps me to take control of what thoughts that I choose to focus on purpose, no matter what is occurring around me. Now, we all have thoughts that create our feelings. We all have emotions that are happening, right? Within our bodies. We all have these vibrations that are occurring. But we have a choice on how we want to respond to our emotions. We have 4 options. You can avoid your emotions, you can resist them, you can react to them, which is what we often do, or you can allow them. And this is what I suggest. You have the option to allow that vibration to be within you without reacting to it, without resisting it, or without avoiding it. Now, let's look at how this might play out. So I have a little story for you about my 5-year-old son, who I talk about often on this podcast because he's super awesome, but I also have lots of feelings throughout the day. So my son, he is in virtual kindergarten right now. And sometimes he's not listening to the teacher. He's jumping around the room and playing with this or that. And I can easily get pulled into this. I can easily react to my frustrations. And to be honest, of course, I have done this at times, for sure. But what I try and work on and what I try and focus on for myself is allowing my frustration to be within me. Allow that vibration to be within me without reacting to it. Just simply having that vibration be within my body and knowing that I am creating this vibration, this feeling of frustration with my thoughts, such as, he shouldn't be doing that, for instance, or he should listen. But I can pause. I can pause and remind myself of what really matters. I can take a step back and refocus on what is truly important to me. I can pivot my thoughts and decide intentionally how I want to respond. Now, for me, what really matters to me is our connection and showing up with understanding and compassion, helping him and parenting him from a loving place. Now, this sounds really nice, right? And it is. But it also involves some discomfort. What really matters to you could involve some discomfort if you decide to commit to it, if you decide to follow through with it. Now, let's look at this a little further. Now, at first, when you ask yourself what really matters to you, you could gain this clarity, right? And you could feel a positive feeling after having that clarity, such as love or understanding, right? But then if you actually truly commit to it, you commit to your answer to what really matters to you, you could experience some uncomfortable feelings. Now let's take my example of what really matters to me is connection, being supportive, having love for my son. Now for you, insert anyone that you want to have love and connection with. Your partner, your spouse, your parent, your sibling, your friend, whoever it is, right? If what matters is love and connection, at first you may feel clear, you have that clarity, you answer this question, and then you could feel love. But truly committing to this love and connection means accepting him or her as they are, loving them unconditionally, no matter what, no matter who they are, no matter what they do. And if it's a child, parenting him or her from a place of love and support, in my case, from my example, right? Now, acceptance can be hard and uncomfortable because this means dropping trying to control them and change them. This means instead of trying to control them, it's focusing on what is really important to you and deciding deliberately how you want to react from a loving, supportive, caring, kind feeling, rather than from anger and frustration. Now let's say what really matters to you is reaching a goal or achieving something or trying to get something that you don't currently have. When you first ask yourself, what really matters to me? What really matters to you, right? You could feel clear. You could gain this clarity. And then maybe you would feel motivated or determined or focused on that goal, on achieving that thing, on getting that thing you don't currently have. And those feelings could feel good. But if you truly commit to what really matters to you, right? This goal, achieving this thing, getting this thing you don't currently have. This also means feeling uncomfortable. Now, why, right? Why would you feel uncomfortable? Because you're stretching, you're growing, you're becoming a new version of yourself. You will be trying new things and putting yourself out there when you are moving towards a goal, when you are trying to achieve something new, when you're trying to get something you don't currently have. And when you put yourself out there and try new things, this can be uncomfortable, but that's okay. Now, let's look at an answer you may get when you ask what really matters to you when you aren't in the middle of it feeling negative, right? You aren't, for instance, experiencing your son jumping around, not paying attention to the teacher, thinking he shouldn't be doing that and feeling frustrated. You're not in the middle of something. Instead, let's say you're sitting on your couch and you ask yourself, what really matters to me? It's more of an uncovering of your overall wants, desires, values, right? Now, here is one that I have. When I ask myself what really matters to me, when I'm just sitting on the couch, not in the middle of anything, not feeling negative, something that comes up for me is equality and inclusiveness of all humans. Now, this answer could bring clarity for me, right? And I could gain some focus. But it also could bring up some uncomfortable feelings. For instance, if I believe that this isn't the case in our world, that currently there is not equality and inclusiveness for all humans, if I believe that this is not the case, maybe I feel sad or disappointed. Or if I commit to this thought of what really matters to me is equality and inclusiveness for all humans, I'm committing to it and I'm following through with it, I may encounter some conversations or encounters with others with opposing beliefs, and this could be uncomfortable. But to me, my values, and this value in particular of human equality and inclusiveness for all, is more important than any discomfort, because we can do discomfort. We can feel this vibration. We can allow it to be within us. And that's okay. It's a simple vibration in our bodies. But it's good to know that if you ask yourself what really matters to you, and you follow through and you commit to it, you could experience some discomfort. It does not mean that anything has gone wrong. So if you want to try out this question of what really matters to you, it's understanding that it may include some discomfort. It may be uncomfortable if you commit to it. If you are truly going to follow through with your answer that you find, you may experience some discomfort. But I believe this discomfort is worth it. You are living an intentional and deliberate life with you in control and living authentically. So I invite you to try it out if you want. The next time you feel a negative feeling that feels consuming and kind of taking control of you, take a step back and ask yourself, what really matters to me? What is important to me? You have the option to pause when you feel a negative feeling, not react to that feeling. Simply feel that vibration and pivot to focus on your answer to this question, what really matters to me? So that you can react with intention. You can respond deliberately. Or if you aren't in the middle of a negative feeling, but simply wanting some clarity, take a step back and ask yourself, what really matters to me? What is important to me? You can find out what is a value of yours, and you have the option to deliberately focus your thoughts on this if you want. The answers you find when you ask yourself what really matters to you are what you have the option of focusing on to live into your true desires and wants and values, rather than simply reacting to your feelings in the moment or going along for the ride in life. You can take control. You can be in the driver's seat. You can focus on the thoughts and feelings and what really matters to you. All right, thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you on February 10th at 12 noon Eastern Time. We're going to have a lot of fun during this class. And if not, I'll see you next time. All right, talk to you soon. Bye. Do you want to explore these topics further? Are you ready to live the life that you want to live on purpose while controlling what you have control over? I would love to be your life coach. If you're interested, simply head over to whitneywellscoaching.com and book an appointment with me today. I can't wait to work with you.